guys, you're back with Welcome to the K. I'm Shine with Sun. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Hoyeez. I'm a clothing designer.
What got you into the world of the fashion industry?
Really just like went through a period of self-discovery, and I wasn't totally sure what I was going to do, and I was looking for a creative outlet, and just sort of stumbled upon fashion. Making clothes, started by wearing clothes that I like, you know what I mean? Got into wearing clothes that that I liked wearing, and then I just started learning how to make them.
What's your ideal style? So there's a style that you really go for, or?
I don't think there's anything in particular that I really go for, but I really like clothing that represents like individualism and uniqueness.
That's really good. So how do you stay up to date with the fashion nowadays?
I honestly don't really try to stay up to date at all. I just try to do my own thing and, create what I think would be cool, and hopefully that sets the trend, I don't try to follow any sort of trends or anything in particular like that.
What skills do you think that you should have to be a successful fashion designer?
Skills to be a successful fashion designer? I personally have just learned how to do everything from cutting patterns, sewing, using a serging machine, screen printing, embroidery. I just think it's really important to get to know how to do everything that's involved with making clothing from start to finish.
What role do you think social media has in the fashion industry?
In the fashion industry, or in my fashion?
In your fashion.
It plays a big role definitely in my fashion. I get a large majority of my customers from the States through Instagram. I started building an Instagram following in 2017. And I think that's played at least an important role for me and my career growing. With other people, I don't know, I see a lot of other people posting and, just doing their own thing. I don't know what role it plays for fashion in general, if that makes any sense.
What was your biggest fear when you first started?
My biggest fear was anybody just sort of knowing it was me, what I was doing. For a long time, the Hoyeez alias started, and I never showed my face. I thought I was gonna I was afraid of failure, and I was afraid it was gonna blow up in my face. That was just kind of where I was at in my life at that time too. I was dealing with a lot of insecurities, and that was obviously a representation of that, but that was definitely my biggest fear. It was just I never really grew up in an art community. My family and friends were not into any sort of art, music or fashion or anything like that. So I was kind of going against my grain or upbringing.
What's your favorite part of being a designer?
My favorite part? I don't know. It's hard to name just one. You know what I mean? There's so many things about